There's nothing as exhilarating as having a beautiful flight with a bird's eye view. Now look at the scenery over the South Saskatchewan River. It truly is amazing. But the flight can quickly turn sour on landing if you have a heavy nose wheel shimmy like I've been experiencing. It can even cause damage to an aircraft if left uncorrected. Can this nose wheel shimmy be solved? Okay, I'm back at the aircraft today. The plan is to overhaul this torque link and replace the bushings. We'll go through that. Now today I brought my technical advisor. You might be questioning his experience level, but he is R2-D2 and C3PO certified. Ain't that right?
They're off in Star Wars!
Yeah! Now I'll show you the reason why we're overhauling the torque link today. There's this little bit of wiggle. I don't even know if it'll show up in the camera, but there's a slight bit of free play there. And that's because of wear in this lower bushing. Now the first thing I'll need to do is remove these 3 nuts and the bolts with them and remove the torque link and disassemble it on the bench. Hey buddy, what do you call this part?
Torque link.
Torque link. Very good. So in part 1 of this video series, we tackled replacing the tire, the inner tube, the wheel bearings, had that whole assembly balanced, and we put it to the test. And what we found was a high-speed shimmy from that unevenly worn tire wobbling down the runway. That was gone, but what remained was a lower speed shimmy during braking when the nose dips, the nose oleo compresses, and that torque link angle changes. And that was from the wear in the bushings. So I ordered an overhaul kit for this torque link, came with new bushings and hardware. When it arrived, it didn't seem like it was quite right. I compared that to the Piper Tomahawk illustrated parts catalog, and I found out that I don't have the same torque link. I have an upgraded torque link made by Sterling Aviation Technologies. It's worth about $800 US, so that's quite the score for me. Now just to go over what the difference is between torque links, between the Piper one and this upgraded one, basically the way Piper designed it, their piece just sort of slaps together side by side and scissors. What that means for you, it's more susceptible to shimmy because you've got the bottom part of the oleo is being torqued as it's going down the runway. That's putting all the stress at one point in the bolt. So it's subjecting the bolt to 1 point in shear, 1 point in bending, and you'll end up with a shimmy as that loosens up. This new design, made by Paul Sterling, puts it at 2 points. So you've got now 2 points on either side in this unit. So the shear is now basically cut in half because you've got it divided amongst 2 points in the bolt. And the way the part is designed, the part itself resists most of the bending. So it's a lot more solid of a part. Kind of wish Piper came up with that to start with, but sometimes it just takes an issue for somebody to come up with a better idea. The downside is I had to order another overhaul kit that had to come from the States, took a couple weeks, had to clear customs, and that was a kit from Sterling Aviation made for this different torque link. Came with different bushings, different hardware. So now that I have that, I'm ready to go on with the repair. So I'm going to take this torque link and the parts over to my aircraft maintenance engineer. We're going to press out the old bushings, press in the new ones, install it with new hardware. Next time you see me, we'll be out at the aircraft. So now another check you want to do when you install this torque link is you want to measure the clearance between the torque link and the attachment lugs on the strut using a feeler gauge. Now that clearance will dictate what size of shim you install it with in order to take up all the clearance and eliminate your shimmy. And now this torque link is installed and we're ready to go flying on the next nice day. Clear, prop. Oh, Island area traffic, Piper Tomahawk, Golf Tango Zulu Whiskey will be taxiing onto runway 23 for backtrack and takeoff. Here we go, here's the test. Takeoff power set. Oh, Island traffic, Tango Zulu Whiskey's on left downwind, runway 23 for a stop and backtrack. Oh, Island traffic, Tango Zulu Whiskey's on final, runway 23 for a stop and backtrack. Well, here's the big test. We'll see if the Shimmy's been eliminated. No more Shimmy, this is so awesome. Oh man, this is great. Well, let's do a few more landings and takeoffs. Yeah, this is a gusty day. This is not on the edge of what I'm comfortable with, but it's definitely up there. And no Shimmy. This is so awesome. Yeah, baby. Well, this is going to be the last one. I figure 3 takeoffs and landings. It's a little bit too windy of a day, and the wind is set to veer a little more so that we'll have a higher crosswind component in about another hour. I don't want to push it, so that'll be it for today. This is such an awesome moment. The Shimmy has officially been eliminated. I am green lighting this aircraft for a whole bunch more flying coming up. Click here to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.